I'm sure you're wondering what do I mean by soil fertility? What do I mean by seed selection? If you haven't watched our previous video, you will not understand the journey of this maize crop. You won't understand whatever I'm talking about. Why are you not getting this alert? Because you haven't subscribed in our YouTube channel. I give you 30 seconds to do so. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I hope you'll watch our other videos. In today's episode, I want to take you through the planting procedure for this maize crop. But before that, I want to give you the dates. January this year, it's when we did our soil analysis. January this year, it's when we did our plowing. But our plowing is not the actual plowing using a djembe or using the tractor. We used chemical control for the weeds. This is where we used non-selective glyphosate to control the weeds. Immediately, 2 weeks after, now is when we did the furrows using the tractor. But in our in our second, third, and fourth field, we used the manual labor. So we used the djembe to do the furrows. So for us, we are practicing conservation agriculture. This is whereby we have minimal interference with the soil. This is in terms of plowing. We also have minimal, we also try as much as possible to always have a cover crop to avoid the moisture loss. Remember, we are discussing about worldwide, the discussion is about the climatic changes. I'm sure you as a farmer, umeona venye mvua imekucheza. For us, we don't take chance. For example, in our oats field, immediately after harvesting the oats, we planted maize, as you can see. Immediately we harvest this maize crop, we'll plant another crop. So we don't want to expose our soil. In our planting again, we were very keen on our spacing. This is between the furrows and also between the seed and the seed. So between the seed and the seed, we made sure that it's between 10 and 15 centimeters. And between the furrows, it's between 60 and 75 centimeters. Actually, we maintain most of the lines at 60 centimeters. This one made sure that our seed population, instead of using the manufacturer advice, which is 10 kgs per acre, we did about 16 kgs per acre. Again, this is in one of the videos I said, in farming, there is what is there in the book and there is what we are doing on the ground. So this one, we didn't want to have a scenario whereby we'll come and replant again because of poor germination. Again, we didn't want to have that aspect of having lower biomass. Again, this farming is a bit expensive. So our seed rate went up, which is a cost, but we'll recoup back that one through higher biomass. Item number 2 on planting. We practiced dry planting. We planted before the rains. This is where I tell a farmer lazima ukwe mjanja. Use the weather forecast application in your phone. Download them, go to the Google, you'll see them. As you normally do analysis for 3 weather forecast applications. So we are very sure when you are planting on 28th March of this month, in the next few days, it will rain. To increase our chances of germination, we soaked our maize for 24 hours. How did we soak it? We used a foliar fertilizer that has hormones and also has the seaweed. You can check on the ingredient, the one that fits that category. We soaked the maize. We made sure that that maize is submerged in water. Then we applied 100 ml of that of foliar overnight. That one increased our chances of germination. Number 2, when they were germinating, this is an insight we got from an agronomist. When they were germinating, you could see suckers. When it was germinating again, the root development, the root system was excellent. As you can see, even in this maize, the root system is well developed. You can even see those roots above the maize. The planting day, again we applied fertilizer. Hapa pia tunasema unakuwa mjanja kidogo. So what do we do? We place the maize in the furrows, covered with a very thin layer of soil. Then we placed fertilizer on top and another very thin layer of soil, such that even if it doesn't rain, those maize seed won't get scorched. I'm sure you are wondering what happened. Did it rain? It only rained once. So that maize, despite it being soaked, it spent almost 3 weeks before we could see germination. Actually, the neighbors were laughing at us. Ulijifanya mjanja ukapanda hivi, now look at us. Around 14th April, it started raining. By that time, they planted 5-6 days. They had germination around date 20. As our germination came from around date 26 April. So you can imagine that ridicule from them. That, ujanja nini. But as you can see, our maize crop and theirs, it's like day and night. Totally different because of our management. So, after planting, we applied, in one of the field, we applied selective herbicide. This is one that will kill weeds and won't affect maize. So, we applied selective herbicide. There is a field that we did pre-emergence and there is another one we did post-emergence. This is before germination and after germination. So, the one we did before germination, we didn't apply it after germination. As you can see in our maize field, it's very clean. You can't see weed. We didn't do weeding. We didn't do any sort of weeding. We only controlled it pre. Another field we did it post-emergence. So this one saved us a lot of cost because 5 liter is sufficient to do about 3. 5 liter of that herbicide is about 8,000. And that one is sufficient for 3 acres. If we did the manual weeding, we opt to have done it twice. Doing it once will have costed us in excess of 10,000. So doing it twice is in excess of 20,000. Whereas this one, it's only 8,000 plus now the cost of applying the herbicide. So we save the cost. So that is our planting journey. An amazing journey. Had a lot of lessons to learn. We defied so many odds in the locality. So many people felt we are doing it wrongly. But amazingly, this one delivered the results to perfection. I'm sure you are excited to hear our management tips for this maize crop and our germination rate. For now, let's put a pause. Subscribe to our channel, share this video, and see you next time. But before I leave, I want to advise you to get in touch with us for dairy training, dairy consultancy, and our Superforce Kiwi Nation amino brand that will deliver beneficial advantages like superb growth in heifers, good fertility indexes, high immunity, and this is a game changer. Kwaheri for now. See you in the next video.